Hi, I'm Chris Ranwell, Global Product Manager with General Electric, and today we're going to talk about the brand new Protimeter Surveymaster Moisture Meter. This is a dual function moisture meter with both pin type measurement and non-invasive RF measurement. The pins here on the top are protected by this cap with a leash. There's also a wrist leash here and a silicone front cover. On the back of the instrument here you'll see the large flat area for positive engagement for the RF non-invasive mode, and in the side here you'll see the port for the accessories. The instrument comes with a carry pouch, a pin type extension probe for getting into hard to reach areas, and also the insulated deep wall probes. Now we're going to look at the non-invasive function on the Surveymaster. We'll simply just press this right hand button here to change functions. Now when we put our hand on the back on the flat area, you'll see the colour LED display and LCD display activated. On the non-invasive mode, we're pressing the flat part of the instrument against the wall. When using the Surveymaster search function and you find a high reading, it's always best to confirm that reading. Now you can do that with the pins on the meter or with something like the deep wall probes. These are particularly useful if you want to look for moisture deep within a wall surface like a brick wall for instance. Simply just drill 2 holes, plug them into the meter and take a reading. You can use the Surveymaster search or non-invasive function to look for moisture over large areas. In this case, we're going to look for moisture behind this tile. Now it's important to place the meter on top of the surface rather than slide it. This meter reading about 90 and a green indicator, meaning that the floor is dry. Now we're going to look at the pin function on the Surveymaster. Removing the cap reveals these 2 sharp pins. These are designed to be pushed against the surface, not necessarily into the surface, so they should barely leave a mark. So simply just push against the surface, observe and record the reading. Now for hardwood floors, particularly when restoring after a flood damage, then we recommend your use of the hammer electrode with the Surveymaster. This heavy duty hammer electrode can be used in hardwoods and softwoods, and you can take moisture measurements as you drive down through the material. These needles are insulated so they only measure on the tip. It's important when you're using the hammer to drive the hammer in straight and drive it out using the slide weight. This preserves the needles over a longer period of time. Here's a quick technical tip on how to use the Surveymaster to determine whether the moisture is on the surface or deep into the wall. Now in pin mode, we're going to see elevated readings in the red zone. When I change to non-invasive mode, because of Protimeter's technology, we'll only measure the surface moisture in respect to the rest of the dryness of the material. So a thin film on the surface will only just show up on the meter. So using a combination of both pins and non-invasive, we can determine whether the moisture is surface or deep throughout the wall. High readings on the pins, low readings on the non-invasive would indicate that. Here's a technical tip on how to use the patent pending reference mode on the Surveymaster. We can take our dry standard, hold the right hand button, and now everything else in respect of this dry standard will be measured. So at the top here we have the new reading, and below is how many % above the new reading we are. Thank you for watching this brief introduction to the brand new Protimeter Surveymaster from GE.